Hello and welcome back to another episode on the Unorthoblocks server. In the last episode we did a bit of work on our base and we started work on this mini game here. Now I've done a little bit more work on it, so we've dug all of this down. I think I might have shown you that already. And we've also started adding this glass in to create this sort of fog effect, but I'm not so sure I'm going to keep it now. I wanted to do a little bit just to see what it looks like. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on this. It might look a little bit better if I swap out these stone bricks for some dark concrete. But yeah, I'm not 100% certain. I might try just in the other section there, raising it up and turning it into lava. Of course, that's going to add a very bright orange colour. And that could be pretty cool, actually, because we could have lava coming out of the dragon's mouths. And that might actually wind up looking really cool. So I might do that. I've also started digging out this area underneath, so this is going to be sort of like the main little hub area. So we're going to have like a little lectern here that's sort of explaining how the game's going to be played, and we're going to have various routes down and that. So what I'm thinking is, originally I wasn't going to do it as a sort of like prize thing, but I think I might do that now. So basically what I'll do is, I think I want to have maybe 6 different levels to this game, and basically each level you can collect a coloured block. We'll probably use concrete for that, and you've got to bring it back up here and you've got to place it in. If you decide to leave at any point, then that will mean that you can't continue on, so you can only go so far, and then we'll make a little room through here. And yeah, basically then you'll be able to claim a sort of prize. I don't know exactly how I'm going to go about that, but we're essentially going to have 6 tiers of prizes, which means I'm going to need to gather up a lot of really good stuff. We're going to have some pretty terrible prizes as well. A little bit like that run game that Iskal made in Hermitcraft, and also a little bit mixed in with Ravager's run that Cubfan made for collecting the coloured blocks. So yeah, I just need to work out exactly how I want to be doing it. So I'm thinking like we can have like a bit of a spiral staircase here that's going to lead you down into the first sort of chamber. And I'm not entirely sure what I want to do for the different levels yet. I know that I want to get a load of mobs in, and basically you're not going to be able to kill the mobs. It's essentially you're going to have to make it from one side to the other without killing anything, collect the block, and then decide whether you want to carry on down or whether you want to take the quick route out. So we're going to be planting traps about the place. This is a game that is going to be designed to kill you on pretty much every turn. So it's going to be 6 tiered. And yeah, I just need to come up with a design for what I want this to look like. I want some of the rooms to look very sort of constructed, and I want some of the rooms to look a little bit more natural. So like you're going through an actual cave and stuff like that. So I think the best thing for me to do for now is to dig out my 6 layers and then sort of decide from there. This area here, actually I might make this side the prize area, just because I've already sort of started digging it out. But yeah, we're going to have an elevator that comes down from, this is where the little tomb room was. So yeah, it should wind up looking pretty good when we're done. And of course we've still got to build up all the mountain area around the edges. So I should be able to get most of the resources for that if I just start digging out the sort of rooms. So yeah, I am going to get that bit done, and then we can sort of check back in, and it's probably going to be a little while between this clip and the next one because I want to get quite a bit of progress made on this. And I think today we're mainly going to be focusing our efforts over here because I'd like to get this open as quick as possible. So yeah, I'm going to get started on that, and I will catch you guys in the next clip in just a sec. So this is what I've got going so far. Most of this stone was what I dug out of this initial hole. I haven't actually dug any of the lower sections out yet. I just kind of wanted to get the mountain area sort of built up a bit. I'm running pretty low on stone now. I think that's pretty much all I've got. There might be some more in those chests, but we'll see about that. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a general shape for it. So that peak is going to have to get quite a bit higher. I realised as I started building this up more and more that actually that peak is pretty low down for what we're sort of doing here. So yeah, I'm going to keep that going. I just wanted to check in with a little bit of a progress update because I have been doing quite a lot of work. And yeah, I just basically wanted to check in. So I've done a little central pillar there. We've extended that across, and I've also, just to add a little bit more detail, I've added some cobblestone walls into the edge of the sort of stairs there, just to add another little bit of detail to it. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go for the lava idea. It took quite a long time to clear all of that glass out, but I think the lava is going to be a lot better. So we are going to need a lot of buckets of lava to fill this all up, but we will get there eventually. Yeah, and I've extended this bridge across. So as far as it goes, that's all we've done. But it is quite a lot. Like, placing in all of this stone does take quite a long time. I just need to sort of get it done, I think. Once I've got this done, then I don't have to worry about the exterior at all anymore, and I can just focus on actually building the mini game. So I think I was saying I wanted to do it in like 6 layers, and I think I'll stick to that. But what I might do is do each layer dedicated to maybe a different mob from the game. I'm not going to include creepers, because having creepers blowing up on everything is kind of not ideal. I love nighttime. It makes those dragon heads pop out so much more. I'm hoping by adding the lava in, that'll also help. So we're going to have the lava dropping out of the mouth, which I think will add quite a cool effect. So it's going to run all the way down, and then it should flow just over those edges, and that'll look pretty good, I think. So yeah, for the time being, I'm just going to continue building this sort of mountain range up as much as I can. And then we need to start doing some detailing. So we don't have any form of detailing going on at the moment. We need to get a load of cobblestone and andesite and just sort of add stairs and slabs here and there and break it up a little bit from how bland it's kind of looking. I thought I saw a hole in the wall over here somewhere, but I can't find it now. I'll look around for that. I'm sure it'll be somewhere, because you can almost guarantee... I think I just saw some dirt, actually. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, you can guarantee I'm going to miss spots here and there, but I was considering doing this in a time lapse as well, but I kind of figured you guys have seen me build a lot of mountain ranges and cliff facings before in my single player series, so it's not really the most interesting thing to watch, especially in my creative series. Actually, I've done so many mountain time lapses in that kind of oversaturated on my channel, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going with this. I might add in some little grass patches here and there as well. That could be pretty cool. And also, I'm toying around with the idea of adding like a little gatehouse in here. So we'll have a tower on this side, tower on that side, gatehouse in the middle. That could wind up looking pretty good, but it could also just wind up being an unnecessary bit of detail to add in. But at any rate, let me get this bit done. I'll probably get this done, get all of the lava in as well. And then we can take another look, and then we can actually start working on the mini game, because I really want to get this going as quickly as possible. I don't want to be hanging around on it for episodes and episodes. So I will catch you guys in a sec. As you can see, we've got like a large amount of this all done now. I've got all of the lava that I'm going to be putting in place as well. I know it's not perfectly balanced, but that's fine. I think it looks a little bit better flowing anyway. We've got lava coming out of the dragon heads, which I think looks really cool. And at the moment, I'm just on Remington's flower farm. I think it's like a pretty good viewing platform for this. So there's a little bit of work we need to do out here still. We need to sort of blend this wall into the mountain a little bit more on either side and figure out why those two trapdoors are pointing downwards. We also really need to get some terraforming done to make this mountain look a lot better. Yes, it's completely hollow at the back. One day, maybe, we'll think about that. But yeah, we need to get some texture variation in and all of that sort of stuff. I decided to just add a grass plane in there, mainly because I got bored of placing stone bricks, smooth stone. But I've got a bit of an idea about this. So there is a shop on the server that basically sells, and I'm going to need some stuff for this, basically sells landscaping work. Now, I love doing landscaping. It's one of my favourite things in this game, but outsourcing it might be a good idea. It'd be nice to see how someone else goes about it. So let's take a trip over to their shop and we can have a look at what the sort of pricing range is. So here we are at the Aesthetical Emporium. Now this shop's run by Toby and Nano. They're currently breaking everything. They're currently doing a job for Rem, and it looks really, really good. So it would be quite interesting to get them involved in sort of helping this mini game look a bit better from the outside, rather than just being quite as grey as it is. So welcome to the Aesthetical Emporium. Please turn over for instructions and price. The Aesthetical Emporium provides a service that spruces up a given area with the little things, details that tie together builds, enhance landscapes, and make any area look lived in. Got an ugly build? No problem. Our detail makes it look good. I mean, I don't think our build's ugly. It just needs that extra bit of a touch that I'm not really in the mood to do at the moment. In one of the provided books, leave your in-game name, coordinates of area, and details of how you have marked it out, and what sort of thing you want us to do. Then leave the book, do not sign it, with the appropriate payment in the orders chest. Small area, 20 to 30 block diameter, is 6 diamonds. Medium area is 10, and a large area is 16. That's very, very fairly priced. Extreme area, 100 plus, is 32 diamonds. Yeah, we don't need a path or road connecting, and we don't need a detail one either. So, yeah, okay. So I need to figure out how much of a radius my build is, and then we can sort of work out how much we need to pay for what we're getting. I don't want them to do anything too over the top with my build. Basically just do all of the little niggly bits that I don't want to do, so I don't feel like texturing all of this rock face up or building like little custom trees and stuff like that. So yeah, we're gonna enlist their help, and yeah, so let me work this out, and then we can make a payment and hopefully let them know exactly what we want done. So I've worked it out that our radius is roughly 78. So that gives us an area between 50 to 100, which is only going to cost us 16 diamonds, so that's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much perfect. We might as well just take the full 100 for that. I'm not going to... Yeah, as I say, I don't want them to do anything a bit too mad. So, yeah, 16 diamonds. Let me get a little book written up and explain what I want them to do in it, and we can check back in on that in just a sec. So I've got the book written out now, so at the top we just got like the coordinates and the diameter we're going for. It's a fairly simple job. I'm feeling lazy and don't want to texture my mountain surrounding my minigame. Basically, the mountain just needs the variation added in, some expansion if you feel like it, and some custom trees or bushes, and the sort that I'm sure you're very familiar with. The mountain has a bit of lava in it, so if you feel like making things look a bit more burnt and dead, then that could be cool. I'll take either way. So literally what I mean by that is they can either make it look like a nice clean mountain, as you'd sort of expect, or they can come along and make things look dead and just really cool. Because dead things do look cool. I actually don't know if I can break these down. I need 16 diamonds, and then we can make payment. So book and quill in, diamonds in, and I'll take 2 of them back. Yes, right. So that is all fantastic. Let's see how they respond with that and see if we get anything going. I know they've got a big project on at the moment, so I'm not expecting anything to sort of start happening anytime soon. So we could be waiting a little while, but that is perfectly fine. And at some point, probably when they're done, we'll have to take a fly over to Rem's Guardian farm and show you guys what they've been doing, because it really, really does look great. Yeah, so I think it's about time we started doing a bit more digging around here. Okay, so we've been doing a bit more digging, and down here we've got the starting of our... And I realise I've actually dug this in the wrong direction. Yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing. Anyway, this is going to be our sort of first level, so imagine this room, but on that side. This is going to be like a little entry area to a lab. And the first floor is going to go down in levels of difficulty, so there's going to be, as I say, 6 levels to it. This first floor here is going to be a lab, and it's going to be dedicated to the zombie mod. And yeah, I think we can come up with some really good ideas for that. We're going to have to transport a load of mobs over into this place to sort of get everything going. So yeah, I really am expecting this to take a long time, but I've just got a lot of drive to work through this project at the moment. I think it's going to be really cool when it's done. So yeah, this is going to be like a little reception area, and then we're going to have, it's going to split off in 3 different directions. Some of the routes will be able to connect together, some of them won't. Yeah, I don't know how much of it I really want to show. I'm definitely not going to show where like the final items are and that, or where traps are, but probably the actual build itself I'll come through and just show you what it's looking like here and there. So yeah, this first level is going to be dedicated to the zombie, and then I think the level below it we might dedicate to the drowned. I know it's a fairly similar mob. Actually, I might do the drowned a little bit further down. I'm trying to think which mobs are going to be the hardest to sort of deal with. The Phantom would be very difficult. Obviously, the idea is in this game you can't actually attack the mobs. Basically, got to run through, solve some varying difficulty of puzzles, and get yourself the block. Each floor is going to have a way back out to get you back, so you don't have to go through the whole thing unless you want to. So yeah, it should be pretty cool when we get it going. I just have a lot of work to do. There's going to be a lot of clearing out, and there is going to be a lot of building going on as well. So yeah, as I say, this floor is going to look like a lab eventually. We're going to use concrete to get that sort of effect going. Lots of white concrete, making everything look very sterile. So I had a bit of an idea. That didn't work out. I had a bit of an idea for up here as well. So we're going to have all of the instructions and that sort of stuff up here. We're going to have chests for people to collect some, probably leather armor, and each floor as well is going to provide you with items you can find to heal, probably via dispensers. It would be a 1-button deal. You're only allowed to push the button once, so you can get yourself some food, or it could be an instant health 2 splash potion just to get your health back up. We'll work all of that sort of stuff out as I'm going, but I was thinking as like a little side thing, we could do like a little betting thing for it as well. Now, I'm not going to make any diamonds off of it, but what I was thinking was, much like the way we've got this area up here, let's see if we can fly out of this hole. And we can. So we've got these sort of like little side tombey type things going on here. And what I was thinking was we could do that and have one set up for each member of the Unorthoblocks server. We'll get all of their heads, so we're going to have to kill everyone for that, or request them to kill themselves and give us a head, or I think it has to be a player kill to get the head, but basically get one of everyone's head, get some armor stands set up, and have all of them sort of going along in little tomb type things like this, and people can put diamonds in and bet on who they think is going to win. We'll have to set like a minimum maximum bet, so that'll be the same amount of diamonds. Say like maybe you can bet 10 diamonds on yourself to win, and then eventually once everyone's gone through the game, and by win what I mean is to get through it on the fastest time, so essentially doing a time trial. So yeah, then eventually once everyone's had a go at the game, they'll be able to collect their winnings. I think that's a pretty good way to do it. Obviously, I won't be able to participate in that because I'm going to know where all the traps are because I'm the one building it. But I think that'd be a good sort of incentive to get everyone else involved as well. So they don't have to bet. If they don't want to bet, I'll have a way of marking out that they don't want to bet on themselves. But yeah, it is, as I say, it's going to cost them diamonds to come in and play the game. And I think what I'm going to do is set it up here. So if you want to play the game, you can't even get down without entering the right amount of diamonds to set the elevator off. I think that's a good way to do it. And yeah, if they want to put a side bet on, they can put a side bet on, which would be pretty cool. At any rate, I was actually hoping to get a little bit more done than I have. But it has been a few days again since my last video, and we have just hit the 100 subscribers, which is fantastic. So I want to get this video out today. Yeah, hopefully today. And yeah, I need to come up with my way of giving away Kingdom Come Deliverance, which I've said I'm gonna do since I hit like 50 subs about 2 months ago. So yeah, it's just as a way to say thank you to you guys. So watch out, because either the next video or the following one is gonna be me basically just letting you guys know how one of you can have a chance to win a copy of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So yeah, that should be all cool. At any rate, I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.